What's up? So this is for August 10th, 2026, coming into the morning. I was pretty bullish. I'm still bullish on the higher time frame because we still have those stacked highs. This first long, we hadn't really taken any clear sell side. Now we had taken that higher time frame sell side in the hourly for value gap and then started moving higher. We closed above the 5-minute change in the state. But it just wasn't a big enough Judas swing for me to see. We're going to see me take a short here. There was no model. There was no 2022 model. No clear change in the state. No clear liquidity that we had taken. It was honestly just a revenge trade. It was me saying, well, if longs aren't going to work, I need to be short. So I go short. This was in the, basically at OTE, or at 50%. We take the internal sell side, and then I basically switch accounts that I'm on, and then once we close through this recent 1 minute down close candle and the 1 minute for value gap, that is when I go long again. This one was, I would say, is more valid, but, and I had liquidity that I wanted to see get taken. We had made this huge trend line. We see I try to move my stop up. We see that we're rejecting the 15-minute for value gap. But overall, I was kind of just like, you know what, I'm gonna either get toasted on this or it's gonna hit. We had this trend line, all this low resistance liquidity. We end up rebalancing to the change in the state, reacting off it nicely, rebalancing to the inverse for value gap right there, almost got stopped out, but price rebalance to the order block. We made 2 more taps on that quote-unquote trend line before we see really clean delivery here. You see on the right, ES is willing to be much more bullish, and that's something that gave me confidence here. So at this point, we have that internal liquidity, and then we have that stack liquidity up above. I don't think this was an A+ setup. That trend line to me is very A+. We take internal liquidity on ES. I don't move my stop to break even. I'm waiting to see us displace through this and speed up, because this trend line to me is just absolute bullshit. We've manipulated internally. There's a big SMT at the morning lows. We do have these sell side imbalances that are holding us. But yeah, I was really bullish coming into the morning. I felt that this trend line was going to go get taken. So I was in. Now I move my stop to break even. I took 1 position off at this for value gap that we tap into, and then I want to see us tap into this. This is basically where we take all that buy side on ES, and then I realized that I just want to take low-hanging fruit. I take off my position, and that was pretty much it. As soon as we opened, I took a trade. Not what I wanted to see for myself, but I now have protection in place where I can only take 2 trades, thanks to Top Step, and yeah, that was about it.